fucked. Anyways, look, I'm banned off Twitch. It sucks. 3 years of my life grinding away on a platform that finally pushed me off. For everyone wondering on why I was banned, I think this was the biggest bullshit reason. And I'm not trying to talk bad about Twitch, but I think I got banned just to get taken off the platform. You know how streamers do those drinking streams for like every sub there's a chance they'll drink alcohol and some shit, right? That's what my shit was. I was just drinking alcohol for sub incentive, which was like a super rare incentive. And Twitch contacted me. They're like, nah, you can't do that. That's the final straw. Even though you haven't broken any rules for 50 days, we're still going to have to permanently ban you for that.
For many years now, Twitch has repeatedly shown favoritism when it comes to the handing out of punishments for violations of the TOS. We saw it with Ice Poseidon, who spawned the Purple Army and made the tryhard emo infamous. His community was toxic, provocative, and encouraged edgy humor. When he leaked his flight info while streaming in an airport, Ice was permanently banned because he was swatted by someone else. People didn't think that permanent ban on Ice was fair, and was done by Twitch to shut down both Ice and his toxic community. Now, we have just seen something similar happen again with another edgy streamer with an edgy community. From being banned for a split-second nip slip to being banned for changing a sauce-covered shirt, Hyphonix was repeatedly banned by Twitch for things that others were not. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate and make comparisons to things Hyphonix has been banned for that others were not, leading up to his final permanent ban. Just before I get into that, I want to quickly touch on the evolution of the TOS this year. Back in February, Twitch made global headlines because of the controversies surrounding the way Twitch handled booby streamers. Twitch was accused of giving them preferential treatment when it came to TOS violations. These girls would wear minimal clothing while undertaking borderline sexual acts in front of a camera. For years, these girls received no punishment and even encouragement from Twitch staff members. Meanwhile, male streamers were being banned much more frequently for many less significant things, and they, along with their communities, spoke out. It blew up so big that in response, Twitch updated the TOS and tweeted out that they wanted to be held accountable by their users so this unequal enforcement of the TOS doesn't happen again. Let me repeat that. So this unequal enforcement of the TOS does not happen again. So now let's talk about Hyphonix. John found that streaming himself playing a video game all the time was becoming boring and thought he could do better. So he innovated on the traditional types of content typically broadcasted on Twitch. Instead of playing video games, he would stream himself doing things like prank calling hookers in restaurants. When that was no longer allowed, he lit a fire in his room to help him get 99 fire making in RuneScape. He's done things like dancing to rap music, while his roommates pour grape soda on his head and circle him with watermelons. One time, he taught his stream how to make a human pizza and covered himself with tomato sauce and cheese. John would continue to evolve his content to remain entertaining, yet different and shocking compared to what you would normally see on Twitch. But they did not like nor permit this kind of content, and John was banned 9 times before he was finally permanently banned. Some of these bans were for justified reasons, like prank calling hookers in restaurants, but many of them were for reasons that made no sense and were not consistent with the TOS made available to streamers. Even worse, other streamers who did the exact same things yet were liked by Twitch often received no punishments. I'm going to talk about these cases now. Back in January, Hyphonix was banned because his girlfriend Sophia had a nip slip. While adjusting her top, her nipple popped out for a split second. This lewd, sexual act committed by Sophia was followed up with a 7-day ban to teach John and Sophia their lesson. However, let's take a look at a similar incident that occurred last year with our favorite booby streamer, Alinity.
Alright, we're gonna fill it first. Whoa, what was that? You were sitting on my dress?
After Alinity's recent controversy with PewDiePie, she talked about this clip and had this to say.
My butt has shown, you know, and Twitch has been behind my back the whole time. Like, hey, it's okay, you know, just delete the clips, you know, we're cool. I've been good with Twitch. I've never even...
Why? How come when I show nudity they don't tell me that? They just ban me. What the fuck?
So why would Twitch be so nice to help Alinity after what was clearly a mistake, but not Hyphonix? Why couldn't he just delete his clips? After all, this was clearly an accident, just like Alinity's. Remember how Twitch was supposedly committing themselves to equally enforcing the TOS? Well, that certainly didn't happen here. In February, after this ban, Hyphonix came up with an idea for a stream where he would demonstrate to his viewers how to make a human pizza. After pouring a large amount of tomato sauce and cheese on himself, he took off his dirty shirt to put on a new one. However, John made one critical error. He changed his shirt on stream. This disgraceful sexual act earned John a 30-day ban to teach him another lesson about performing sexual acts on stream. But let's look at this clip, taken only weeks before this incident. Alec Ludford, a popular outdoor streamer, was out in the woods. For whatever reason, partway through the stream, he removed his shirt and did not put it back on for several hours. So how come Alec Ludford could stream shirtless for hours without being banned, but 30 seconds was enough to warrant Hyphonix a whole month ban? Because of this unequal enforcement of the TOS, John lost his only source of income for something else other people were doing daily. You see, once again, there's no consistency here. Even in Twitch's new and improved TOS, there is no mention of it being punishable for men to stream without wearing a shirt. Their policy for nudity and sexual misconduct says, nudity and sexually explicit content or activities such as pornography, sexual acts or intercourse, and sexual services are prohibited. Content or activities that threaten or promote sexual violence or exploitation are strictly prohibited and may be reported to law enforcement. Sexually suggestive content or activities are also prohibited, although they may be allowed in educational contexts or for pre-approved licensed content, in each case subject to additional restrictions. So as you can see, there's nothing here that says taking off a shirt is bannable, nor is it sexual content. And if other male streamers were doing it too, why would only Hyphonix be the person to receive a punishment for this? Finally, I'm going to cover the reason that John was permanently banned. After receiving multiple bans in a short amount of time, Hyphonix was placed on a ban probation. If John went without being banned for a certain amount of time, the length of his next ban would be reset. However, if he violated the TOS again before this probation was over, he would be permanently banned. He was determined not to lose the job he loved, and the following that he grew. When viewers would complain that they weren't getting the normal crazy content that they expected from him, John would reply that he was just serving out his probation to ensure that he didn't get permabanned, and would return to more entertaining content once the probation had ended. While streaming games like RuneScape and Age of Empires, John's average view count dropped by almost 30%. To combat this, he came up with an idea where after a certain amount of subscribers gained, John would spin a wheel. One of the small chances on the wheel was to take a shot. Apparently, Twitch does not want money that runs through their hands to influence drinking, so they swiftly banned him. This could be something that was justified if this was enforced for everyone. But just when I thought that the bullshit was finished and Twitch couldn't do anything more to show their unfair treatment of Hyphonix, the morning I went to record this video, this Reddit post shows up on my front page titled, "Emily is pro doing shots for subscriptions and donations, the same thing Hyphonix got banned for." Let's take a look, shall we?
So basically, every time someone subs or donates the type donator, I spin the wheel for a shot. So
when Emily was questioned about it, she said she already spoke to Twitch and everything was fine. That's it. No punishment and no problem. This is absolutely unacceptable and quite frankly ridiculous. Not only is Twitch not equally enforcing the TOS like they said they were so committed to doing, but if you're going to actually end Hyphonix's career because of this, then you would clearly expect a punishment for other offenders, as Twitch had no problem banning Hyphonix every time a mistake happened. So which one is it? Are they cool with it when mistakes happen? Or should offenders of this rule be punished every time? I also want to make it clear that this was the same girl who faked having cancer to her stream a couple years ago, and she also received no punishment for this. When it comes to the TOS and community guidelines, nothing is mentioned about drinking for subs or bits. It's kind of an unspoken rule that you're just supposed to know about. John said on his YouTube livestream he thought it was okay because other streamers at the time were doing it. John followed up the permanent ban with a tweet, saying, "For everyone wondering, a few days back I did a stream with a spinning wheel for each sub, with fruit options for me to smash. I had a small chance of taking a drink too. Even though I only took one shot that stream, I was not supposed to use drinking as an incentive for subs." The thing is, Hyphonix would never have been on probation in the first place if Twitch had treated him equally from the start. He should never have been banned for something like a nip slip if Alinity could get away with something similar, if not arguably worse. If other men were streaming shirtless all the time, then why was he banned for going shirtless for a few seconds? The facts all point to one thing. Twitch wanted him off their platform because he did not conform to their image of a well-behaved video game streamer. When he does something that questionably violates the TOS or a mistake happens, he is punished. When the exact same thing happens to someone else, but they're favored by Twitch, they are not punished. Hyphonix was one of the most innovative streamers on Twitch. His edgy and provocative style delivered unique content which had rarely been seen on the website before. Because of his style, Twitch did not like him, and banned him on every occasion they could. In the points I have made today, I hope I've demonstrated to you how Twitch unfairly deals with those who do not meet their desired image of a Twitch streamer. We saw it in 2017 with Ice, and again now with Hyphonix. After being permanently banned from Twitch, Ice Poseidon soared on YouTube, where he could do whatever he wanted without threat of repercussion. His recent RV streams have peaked at over 35,000 concurrent live viewers, something he would have only dreamed of doing on Twitch. As a viewer and supporter of Hyphonix, I can only hope that John follows the same path as Ice Poseidon, where he can produce better content without unfair restrictions from the platform he streams on. His first YouTube stream alone amassed over 10,000 concurrent viewers, which was over 10 times as big as his last stream on Twitch. As an avid user of Twitch, I hope that Twitch receives adequate backlash for their continuous lack of clarity and consistency on their community guidelines until all streamers are treated equal regardless of their sex or style of content, where it is clearly stated to you what you can and cannot do, and punishments are handed out equally to everyone. Finally, I want to say that this is not the fault of the female streamers like Alinity and Emily, and please do not go out and harass them because of this. They're just trying to survive on the platform like everybody else, and what happened is not their fault. The problem lies with Twitch and only Twitch, and how Twitch handles these cases differently than others. Thank you for watching.